Going to be a great day for Cuba. Thank you. Thank you very much.
In the heart of Little Havana, with a flick of the wrist, President Trump signing into law a new Cuba policy dismantling President Obama's attempts in normalizing relations with the communist island nation.
Effective immediately, I am canceling the last administration's completely one-sided deal with Cuba.
The new policy fulfills a campaign promise Trump made to the exiled Cuban community based in Miami. The Havana embassy reopened in 2015, marking a new relationship with Cuba, which was severed in 1961 during the Cold War. But on the streets of Miami, Cuban exiles and Trump supporters say they're opposed to any policies which legitimize the brutal dictatorship. This Trump rollback is what they wanted.
Fidel como Raúl.
Alvaro Alvarez fled Cuba after Castro rose to power. He says he hopes Trump makes more restrictions on the Castro regime.
Más restricciones.
More restrictions, he says, because that is how you combat them. The policy change will impact American travelers trying to visit Cuba.
People can no longer go individually as they were doing before. They have to sort of book a tour.
Policy experts say it's an attempt to deprive the regime of tourism dollars.
And they have to have a clear agenda to demonstrate they're not going down there to drink mojitos and hang out on the beach.
Trump's new policy will also restrict American businesses from engaging with their Cuban counterparts operated by the military. The reason, Trump said, is to punish the Cuban government for being oppressive.
Easing of restrictions on travel and trade does not help the Cuban people. They only enrich the Cuban regime.
But the new policy isn't a full reversal. It keeps some Obama policies intact.
Our cooperation on a number of fronts, including on human trafficking, the environment, Zika, port security, those are all going to remain, and he's not clamping down on some forms of tourism.
One Obama policy will remain unchanged. That is the ending of wet foot, dry foot, the Cuban Adjustment Act. And what it did was offer a path to citizenship for Cubans who made it to American soil, no questions asked. Now, the Obama administration ended that policy right before President Obama left office. President Trump's new policies will not bring it back. Josh Replogle, The Associated Press, Miami.